Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of She Plays Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. So, I think it's time that we need to get back on the storyline. Yeah, I think it's time we continue more story, because we got to get Kovus to the Heaven Sword, yo. And we got a long way to go in order to get to that. So, let's get back on track. Alright, Boss Garoon, tell us, what is the next portion of our story mission? Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace. This is Zima Rose Oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them until their strength is returned. We must lend them ours to keep the wood safe, but ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together. Oh, if only a certain country knew about it. And the 12s would with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridanian and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. Sorry, I was mumbling out loud. Oh, check this out. We got two. We gotta finish this one, and then we can do that. Hey, I wonder if this was even necessary.
A gift from Walking One Vescaroon? A gift for these ones?
Yeah, this is Zima Oil. Check it out.
Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One Vescaroon and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception. But this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever.
Aw, yeah, we'll be friends forever, alright. Forever and ever!
This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones.
Ah, there you are, Kovu. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds of daring do. Well done.
Ah, the Walking Ones who aided Neroxia. This one is grateful.
A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about?
This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperials noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled to Totorock. Would that this one had not. In Totorock, a sinister one robed in black tried to feed this one to many-legged one.
A sinister one robed in black? How do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Because you're Ida. Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. He gave her nothing. Him nothing.
This one sees, so Walking Ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramuh.
Plainly put, yes, your people summoned the Lord of Levin but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you.
This one well knows and respects Horned One Kan-E Senna. Be assured, like Walking Ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramuh to protect the wood from Imperial Ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramuh was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones wanted so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all these ones, those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right.
By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers. But what about the abductions? A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered Sylph's desire to reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder FFXIV, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace.
Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Kani Sena.
And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest. That Sylph's elder is very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her in the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Anyway, we're going to head back to the Working Sands and tell Manvilia all about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this, and while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver FFXIV's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder FFXIV, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor.
The honor is this one's. Together let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Please wait, Walking One Kovu. This one has yet to give Walking One a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted with this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of this one's trust.
Aw, snap. I got me another crystal of the goddess, yo.
This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one could imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal this one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses touched one making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down a safe place to look out for touched ones.
Well, I believe this is the location I was told to make sure to watch out for the touched ones. These are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. Aha. Yep. I come bearing good news. Ah, Private Outlander. I went the meeting with the Sylphs. Well, here's the news. We're all gonna die. A missive from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramu. And so long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seatsier will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards not tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done our nation a great service, Private Outlander. It will not be forgotten. Aw, thanks. He would have more to say. What more do you have to say, sir? The Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gridania, and the mere thought of being at war with them has pained the Elder Seedseer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the Scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Menphilia. Speaking of, as if right on cue. Hello? Hello, Kovu? Can you hear me? It is I, Menphilia. Eden and Pablimo returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Oh boy, I get a feeling I'm gonna go there and she'll be like, okay, I need you to go here and gather like this many things. Oh, and my laundry needs to be done. Could you stop at the laundry bit while I'm, while you're out? Tataru, I must speak with you. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer, welcome back, Kovu. Lady Menphilia waits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. Well, don't mind if I do, you sweet pea. I am given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. I fear resolve bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim. Yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levine will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough, Thancred is sparing no effort. There are many in one, just as you expected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I've been meaning to ask, but is Alice quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, nor have I, alas. Alice has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl, but you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust a Baldician report will serve you well. I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. It is good to see you again, Kovu. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelveswood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramu from the list. So who's next, the Sahagin and Leviathan? The Lord of the World has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices, for a time at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as Yashola says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, you may depend upon it. Indeed. So then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with... Gridania! Wait, I meant Garuda! Who is the primal of the Ixol who live near Gridania? Yes, that's what I meant. So many malms to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, he should not have long have wanted for a more practical solution. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Odor, the Twin Adder, will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. Is there something else, Kovu? Beg pardon. A man named La Brea, sporting a red mask and robed in black. 12 Preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Asians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate the La Brea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to say... Eek! Tataru! What's going on? Oh, it's just you. A Sylph in Thanalan?
At long last, this one finds Walking One, Kovu. This one is most dependable of these ones. Is sent by Elder One Frixio to help Walking Ones. This one is called Neroxia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends.
Pleasure to meet you, Neroxia. Yes, Tataru is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Kovu, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Asians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Dun dun dun. And on that note, we're actually gonna have to go ahead and end the episode there. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode of She Plays Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn with Kovu, and I will see you next time. This one knows well. This one well. Sylphic language, you vex me.